Fox's 𝙏𝙪𝙘𝙧 months. He's on the border right now. We're happy to have him. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Tucker, good evening to you. So look, for the past several months now, we've heard the Biden administration claim that progress, extreme progress, has been made down here at the border, but that's just not squaring up with what we're seeing on the ground. We want to show you this remarkable drone video we shot today with our crew up in Del Rio. Take a look at this staggering footage. What you're looking at here is the International Bridge in Del Rio. We first showed this to you last night. Well, it has gotten significantly worse. What you're looking at is, sources are telling me, upwards of 10,000 migrants waiting underneath that bridge right now after they crossed illegally into the United States. Why are they waiting there? Well, what I'm being told is Border Patrol holding facilities in the area are completely over capacity, and Border Patrol agents are completely overwhelmed. There's just nowhere for these people to go right now. They're free to go. They're not being detained right now. They're just kind of holding themselves under this bridge, waiting to be apprehended by Border Patrol. As you mentioned, Border Patrol sources are telling me most of these migrants are coming in from Haiti. There are also some from Cuba and Venezuela as well. But this is just a horrible situation down there, and our border agents need a lot of help. Consider yesterday morning, there were only 4,000 migrants under that bridge. Now I'm told it's well over 10,000. So in a span of just over 24 hours, those numbers have doubled, and it's not getting any better. Those migrants keep streaming across. They just walk across the Rio Grande on a dam. They walk a dirt path, and more are showing up to that bridge by the hour. It's getting worse by the day, literally by the hour. We want to point out something. We've been using our drone to show everybody these remarkable pictures. You can see the video we got on the ground from some sources who are leaking stuff to us as well. We just learned that the FAA has put out a temporary flight restriction, a TFR, in the area immediately around the port of entry where that bridge is. What does that mean? It means our drone can no longer fly and show those images. It's a 2-week TFR, and according to the FAA, it's for special security reasons. We've reached out to the FAA to get a little clarification on what the heck that means. The timing on this, the location, a little bit curious. I just want to point out, Fox News has been at the border for the better part of 7 months now. We've been using the drone the entire time. It's never been an issue. All of a sudden, the last 24 hours, we start showing these images at this bridge, and a TFR goes up. We can no longer fly. When we get an update from the FAA, we'll be sure to let you know. But unfortunately for those agents on the ground, they're completely overwhelmed. They need some serious help right now, and hopefully they get it from the federal government. We'll send it back to you.
That's the first time hearing of this, Bill. I sincerely, and I haven't talked to lawyers, but I sincerely hope our company will ignore the FAA. They have no right to shut down news gathering. They don't own the news. Sorry. Bill Mugen, thank you.
Here now at the Del Rio International Bridge in Texas, where thousands of illegal immigrants wait to be processed, is Senator Ted Cruz. And Senator, first of all, the FAA, we know the DOJ's been weaponized. Now the FAA is going to be weaponized?
It really is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. The drone footage started this morning, and people across the country were horrified. And I guess the political operatives at the Biden White House saw that and decided the last thing they want is Fox News actually reporting on what's happening down here. So now the FAA is saying, please, no journalists allowed. As you know, they did the same thing in the Donna tent facility in the Rio Grande Valley, where they wouldn't allow Fox News to come in. When I brought 19 senators to the Rio Grande Valley, I had to go in with my cell phone and photograph and take videos. I'll tell you, I'm right there. That bridge is behind me. And I just finished going again with my cell phone, taking videos of what's happening there. It is the most horrific thing I've ever seen. There are right now, as we're speaking.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Right now, as we're speaking, there are 10,503 people under that bridge. It is packed in as a mass of humanity, and it is the scope of it, until you see it, and I'm putting those videos out tonight, you'll get a chance to see it. They take your breath away because it just goes on and on and on. Infants, little children, people struggling enormously. And something stunning that I discovered today is I discovered the cause of why this is happening.
By the way, Senator, we're showing your video right now. Yeah. Your team was able to get it over to us. Thank you for sharing. And by the way, we wouldn't have had the video inside of Joe Biden's overcrowded cages. You're right. Our cameras were with you when you were there. They wouldn't allow our cameras in, and the only video we had came from people like you that shared it with us. I appreciate it, and we're showing that video right now that you took earlier tonight. By the way, can you
and this is the Fox News undercover drone right here.
Yeah, the Fox News undercover drone. I don't know how much we're allowed to pay you, Senator. You do have another job, but we do. Honestly, the American people need to see it. Now we're going to weaponize the FAA. We can't fly our drone because, God forbid, the American people see the mess created. Can you explain to me, with the vaccine mandates that Joe Biden is placing on the American people, how is it possible that Democrats rejected the plan to mandate vaccines for illegal immigrants? They're not even testing them. You showed us the overcrowded cages in the middle of a pandemic. We know the high rate of COVID positivity. Then they're dispersed throughout the country. How many Americans get sick and die that we will never know about because of these open borders?
The answer is simple, that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are absolute hypocrites. Those 10,000 people there, do you know how many Border Patrol has tested? 0, not a one. They don't have the capacity to do that. And let me tell you something stunning that I learned tonight about why this happened, because this is a man-made crisis. 8 days ago, on September 8th, under that same bridge, there were between 700 and 1,000 people. That was what was coming a day, about 1,000, sometimes 1,100, but it would range between 700 and 1,100. Then 8 days ago, on September 8th, the Biden administration made a political decision. They announced that they were no longer going to fly deportation flights back to Haiti. 85% of the people under there are from Haiti. They're fleeing from Haiti. They announced they weren't going back. There were about 900 Haitians who were getting ready to board the flights when the political operatives in Washington canceled the flights. Well, what happened? Those 900 people, they all pulled out their cell phones, and they emailed their friends, and they emailed their families, and they texted their friends and their families. That was 8 days ago on September 8th. Today, it's September 16th, 8 days later, and 700 people has grown to 10,500 because the word has gone out. If you're from Haiti, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have said, we have open borders, come to Del Rio, and they will let you in. Everyone under that bridge is turning themselves in, and it's a political decision that Joe Biden could end tonight by simply following the law and saying we are going to send people back to Haiti, which is what federal immigration law requires until Biden and Harris got into office.
Why do I feel if I just pick and choose the laws that I like to abide by and ignore the ones I don't, it wouldn't work out as well? Senator, I guess now you're unofficially and not paid reporter reporting live on the ground in Texas, Senator Ted Cruz. Thank you for sharing the videos with us on a serious note. It's an important story.